for snakes during the day. They prefer to do their work at night when it gets warmer. When the nights get warmer like this, the snakes prefer to be nocturnal. Now in the spring and the fall, when it's cooler at night, too cool for them to do their work, they'll do their work during the day. We see more snakes in the early spring and the fall than we do in the midsummer in the day.
Good to hear.
We have a couple little gators hanging out back here. That was one that we saw right when we came in. That was one of them. You won't see any big gators back here typically, but you will find some small ones from time to time.
How come big ones won't come back here?
One of the reasons, too much boat traffic. They don't feel safe. This water's a little bit more shallow than the river. They feel safe in that deep water. Another reason, it's narrow. Like I said, not deep. But the boat traffic's probably the main thing. But we do have a few small ones back here.
What is the biggest one you see?
16 foot. Yeah. This year too. That was the biggest alligator I've ever seen in my life. Wow. He's down, well, sometimes he's downriver. It's a pretty far run. I usually don't make it unless I hear he's out.
Ooh, is that a leash?
There he is! Someone pick him up!
What's
The
up?
cutest!
Oh.
It's a furry caterpillar.
He's swimming. He's no ant.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
What kind of fish? Black bass?
We have largemouth bass, goggle eye, sockeye, sunfish, catfish, gar, shoe pig, sturgeon, white bass, striped bass. What else?
Gar get pretty big.
Oh yeah, there's a dead one by my house right now, man. It floated up. That thing's like
Here,
6.5 feet
there's
long.
no fish.
Tremendous.
Another unicorn.
Yeah. Everybody's like people with Spanish moss.
Hey, you see this tree that's we're passing underneath right now?
Yep.
That's a black willow. It's growing all over the place. The Cajuns used to use this tree. They would take the bark, boil it in water, make a tea. They would drink this tea for pain. It has salicylic acid in it. When they boiled it, it made it acetyl salicylic acid. Same thing as aspirin.
Oh.
They refined it a little bit more. They would boil it until it made a foam. They would collect this foam, dry it out, make a powder. They wouldn't have to make a tea every time they were in pain. They could just use this powder after that. Most of this grass, this taller grass that's growing on either side of the boat with the seed stalks growing out of it right now is called cut grass. Just like its name suggests, it can cut you. It's got a little serrated edge on the leaf. We have this plant we're coming up on. It's growing all over the place. Oh, look back here, y'all. Let's see if I can get back to it without spoofing it. It's a nutria back here.
Looks like a
World's
little,
second largest rodent.
looks like a beaver, but it has a
12
long
to 20
red
pounds
tip.
in size. It's back here on the left. I don't know if I can get back to him in time. It's so dense, but that spooked him anyway. Eased on that.
Is that float on right there or is that ground?
It's ground. Like pudding. You see where those leaves are moving back there? I think that's where he is. He's feeding back there. See those leaves? A couple of grass, tall grass moving. See it moving? That's where he is. Spot it, man. It's so thick. See him moving around there?
Oh, yeah.
It's not a very good view.
Oh, yeah.
Coming this way.
Yeah. Just kind of look off to our left. You can kind of see the vegetation moving back there. There's a little willow tree sticking up to the right. He's right to the left of that willow.
Kind of like a light brown color.
Yep, he's a reddish. He's got little white whiskers on his face, a little bit. I know it's hard to see, but when we first passed him, he was sitting right there.
Oh.
By the time I got back, he boogied. I didn't go too far.
Yeah, see.
Now that the vegetation is like this, man, it's getting so hard to see. You know, there could be all kinds of stuff right next to the boat. You never see it.
The wild boars, they get pretty good size on it.
Yep. 5th place U.S. record with a handgun. It was taken about 5 miles upriver. 502 pounds.
Oh my
I
god.
totally lost him now.
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
there.
he's still back there. You just can't. I mean, you can't even see him. I know, but you can't really see. Phooey. You might see another one. Ted said he saw some back here. Maybe we'll go back there as well. So we got this plant that's growing in big clumps, especially on our left-hand side over here. It has a big leaf that looks like an arrowhead. It's growing on the right as well. This is called the arrow plant. Maybe you've heard of arrowroot. It has some medicinal